Hi there. I'm applying for the account management customer service person. And the reason why I would like to do this is because I'm really getting into the design of agents and actually taking a boot camp in the process. But to the requirements, I wanted to show you a weekly agent that I use to create LinkedIn posts. I'm the author of 2 books on the topic of predictable revenue, and a lot of what I talk about is sales process improvement, but it starts with the lead origin, whether it's inbound, outbound, referral, direct, indirect, doesn't really matter, the source, and then maps it from its origin point through the qualified opportunity. So what I'm interested in doing on a weekly basis is creating 3 or so posts on LinkedIn for my target audience. So I basically fed this thing with a gigantic prompt that I used to use just when GPT first came out. And that gives it tonality, it gives it the level of awareness of my audience, their sophistication level. I typically write Bloom's taxonomy levels 2 and 3, understanding and applying. And then I uploaded some previous LinkedIn posts with metrics and things so that the GPT would get a sense of my writing style, the punctuation I use, etc. So this is essentially the GPT. It's called the Mary Lou's Weekly Content Creation Agent, and it writes 3 posts. So if we click on this section here, it'll actually go out to the web and start looking for trending topics. In my area of expertise, it's really important that we have specificity and proof. So I've asked the GPT to leverage citations where it can. It's super important to be able to use citations in a way that has a semantic model that we can consistently load, utilize, upgrade against. And a lot of times I compare these semantic units for the internal communications, which I'll call canonical units, that we can see what people are writing about or worried about versus what marketing is saying to say. So I'm really well versed in the intersection between sales and marketing, cross-functional, and I'm an engineer that works with RevOps. So all that comes together in the need to write LinkedIn posts that resonate. Give me some really good hooks, give me the specificity and proof points, why the audience should care. And then from here, I can say, hey, if we want to go ahead and write that post, go ahead and do so. And what it does is it writes the 3 posts for me. I then take those 3 posts and run them through DeepSeek, Claude, and Gemini just to see if the style I prefer, what this output is versus the other models. Because sometimes I find that Claude, for example, may write a little bit more closer to the way I speak. So one of the things I want to do with this GPT is actually take it and upload transcripts of me actually speaking. I have a podcast that has about 148 episodes on it, which is me. So it's me talking, and I would really like to read those in. But for right now, for this exercise, for you, I just wanted to show you what I did. So it takes this now, and then from here, I can then leverage the post itself. And then I'm in the process of putting in another GPT in that's going to take the statistics, which would be the number of views, the number of comments, the number of likes, if it's forwarded, and start getting some metrics around usage and engagement. And then another agent that I want to build is going to actually look at time of day I sent this post, day of week I sent this post, to see if there's any best time to write a LinkedIn post for the audience. And it's also tracking for me who is the audience that this particular post is being written for. So that's it. I wanted to show you what I'm doing, and I would love to speak to someone about helping others with the whole audit process, because I definitely am entrenched in that area, but mostly sales and marketing is where I'd like to hang my hat and stay in that particular area, with RevOps as another option. Thanks so much for viewing this.